Hello, early years. So our project this term is Under the Sea and Over the Waves. And this week we're going to be looking at a book called Hooray for Fish. Now, I'm not going to read the book because Miss Vasella is going to do that tomorrow, I think. But in our maths today, we are going to look at some of the patterns on the fish in the book, because we're going to be creating a fish that you can then write about in your English work tomorrow. So let's have a look at some of the fish and see what patterns we notice. So first of all, let's just remind ourselves about what is a repeating pattern. So could you explain to your grown-up what is a repeating pattern? Because we have learned about them before, so hopefully it will just be a reminder. Okay, so a repeating pattern is something that you repeat. So it happens again and again and again. So it could be that you might do red, blue, and because it's a repeating pattern, you do the same again, red, blue. Okay. Now this question is a little bit more tricky, but again, we have talked about it before, and I know that lots of you got the idea of this last time. So what is an A-B pattern? Could you explain to your grown-up? Fantastic. Absolutely right. So it's when you're repeating two things over and over. So A could be red and B could be blue, and you repeat it again. So red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. And later on in the week, we're going to be looking at the other kinds of patterns as well, because we know that it's not just A-B patterns. And I know some of you like to do those ABC patterns as well. So let's have a look at Hooray for Fish, because in the book there are lots of different fish, and I have chosen some of those fish that have those A-B patterns. So let's have a look and see if we can see what the pattern is. So this is our first fish, and you can see that it's light blue, dark blue, light blue, dark blue, light blue, dark blue, and that is the pattern on this fish. Let's have a look at the next one and see if you can see the pattern. What is it? Fantastic. Red, white, red, white, red, white. Now, I'm going to ask you something here, because sometimes people think that this is true. Okay, so can repeating patterns, do they have to be colours? I'm so glad you said no, absolutely not. But probably on these fish, because they're such lovely colours, they probably will be colour patterns today. But the rest of the week, we might be looking at some different patterns as well. So repeating patterns do not have to be colours. Oh, now this is an interesting one. Can you see the pattern? Yeah, it's sort of spots and a line. Oh, this one's not colours, is it? Spots and a line, spots and a line, spots and a line. And he's even got a different pattern on his fins and his tail, which is purple, blue, purple, blue. He's got a lovely stripy fish here with another, again, a lovely pattern. And again, a different pattern on the fins and the body. So we've got pink, yellow, pink, yellow, pink, yellow. And then here, goodness me, that is quite a tricky pattern, that one, isn't it? Okay, now I put this one in because actually it is a pattern, and you might call it an AB pattern, or you might call it an AA pattern, because actually this is the bit that's repeated. The spots are repeated, so it could just be an A pattern because it's one thing that's repeated. but it does have a green bit in between. So it could be an AB pattern. You decide what you think. So we've got orange, and then we've orange, orange, orange with green in the middle. And then this bit is orange, white, orange, white, orange, white. Okay, fantastic. And then here is a very thin fish, and he's got a lovely pattern. Anybody notice what the pattern is? It's black, yellow, black, yellow. Okay, so those are lots of fish from the story, Hooray for Fish. And what we would like you to do today is to create your own fish with a repeating pattern. Now, we'd really like, just to make it simple today, for you to focus on doing an A-B pattern. So using two things that then repeat, okay? And I got one of my daughters to have a go at this for me, and she has decided to paint her fish. Now, you can paint your fish, you can collage your fish, you can draw your fish, whatever you want, but it must have an A-B repeating pattern, okay? So let's have a look at a few examples. Okay, so here's the first one. Can you see the pattern? Yeah, now you could do the colours for this one. You could say that it's a pink, purple pattern, or you could say it's a wiggle line pattern. Either way, that's the pattern, okay? And then we have got this one, which is a nice spotty fish, and this is a colour pattern. And we've got, what's the AB? It's blue, orange. That's the pattern, blue, orange. Okay, lovely. And then this one, she's done to give us a little trick, because it's not colours, this one is shapes. Who can see what the pattern is? Fantastic. It is circle, triangle is our pattern that is repeated all over our lovely fish. Okay, so can you make sure that you make your fish today, because you are going to need it for your lesson with Miss Vasella tomorrow? And again, it doesn't matter how you do it. You can do it with paints, you can do it with collage, you can do it with felt tips, as long as it has what? Excellent, a repeating pattern, an A-B pattern. And does that pattern have to be colours? No, but it can be if you want. Okay, I look forward to seeing all your wonderful fish.